Hello! Perfidious Pete here. Back to watch another member of the Finch family get exactly what's coming to them in what remains of Edith Finch. Yeah, you heard me, Uncle Sam, you heard me. The Finch family has been getting what it deserves, and you also, probably more than anybody, got what you deserved. Okay, you know what? No, never mind. I take that back. There was Molly, who was, I think, straight up a serial killer. So, with the exception of Molly, you more than anybody got what you deserved, Grandpa Sam. You were pressuring your daughter into doing something she really didn't want to do by shooting that deer, and then you had the nerve to take a selfie with her while she wept over the shattered remains of her first kill? That's kind of a dick move, Uncle Sam. Grandpa Sam, Uncle Sam, I don't know. We got a lot of military imagery going here. I'm getting the two conflated, but whatever the case, Uncle Sam, Grandpa Sam, if that's your real name, you deserve to get knocked off that cliff, dog. You deserved it. What happened to you was no accident. It was the righteous vengeance of a spiteful and poetic god. That's what it was. You mess with the deer and, like, you get the antlers, I guess. I was going for bull horns, kind of. You know what? The adage still holds. Though, all the Finches are getting what they deserve, but they also seem to be operating under the impression that they're under some kind of ancient curse. And I've got a different theory here, Grandpa Sam, Edie, Calvin and whatever. Oh, wait, this is Calvin and Sam. Yeah, Grandpa Sam, your brother Calvin. I don't really think that the Finches are cursed. I really don't. Let's look at the realist approach to the situation. Instead of a curse, what if it is just maybe, Grandpa Sam, that all of the Finches are profoundly stupid? Once again, I feel like this is a situation or a scenario where Pete's razor can apply. Perfidious Pete's razor, of course, being the adage that all other things being equal, if a possible explanation for your current predicament is that you are stupid, that's going to tend to be the correct explanation. Let's run down the list, shall we, Grandpa? And don't look at me. Don't give me that soul-deep stare. I can feel your stare. I'm running down the list whether you give me a dirty look or not, Grandpa Sam. Let's see. First Finch that we encountered, ate mistletoe, hallucinated, and possibly jumped out a window to their death, or just died from mistletoe poisoning. Second member, Calvin, drunkenly flings themselves off of a cliff. Barbara falls for a murderous jock and gets torn to pieces by an enraged lover who she wouldn't give the good stuff up for. Your brother Walter just straight up wandered in front of a fucking freight train. And you got buffaloed off a cliff by a deer, and that doesn't even make sense, man. I don't think the family is cursed, Grandpa Sam. I really don't. I think maybe you're all just kind of fucking dumb. I mean, it's hard to be stupid, and there is a rule that says if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough, Grandpa Sam, and it seems like the Finches got it covered in the dumbness department, but when it comes to the toughness, they may be lacking a little bit, may not be up to snuff, don't quite have the good stuff they need. Oh, good. Yes, we're 22 weeks pregnant. Let's go crawl through an old... Yeah. Let's just go crawl through an attic filled with fiberglass insulation, because I'm sure inhaling this won't harm the fetus at all, right? Who needs a mother? Mesothelioma can take care of me. I'm sure this fetus can raise itself. Why are there MREs stored in the... Why are there MREs stored in the attic? Was Grandpa Sam also a secret doomsday prepper? Also, why is there just a hole in the roof? I guess there's probably glass in this, and it's just too perfectly clean for us to see through. Hey, life is... I almost called this Life is Strange. Sorry, I just saw some footage for the E3 footage for Life is Strange 2, and it has me intrigued. I really like that game. What remains of Edith Finch developers, though, here, Giant Sparrow? I'm going to have to call you guys out for a moment. This house has been abandoned for how long? If there's still glass in this pane right here, it's not this clean. We need to see some smudges, some dirts. There should be some bird poop and other offal on it, maybe just some discarded leaves. Something. Throw some textures on these bad boys because...
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They both lost a lot.
Yeah, they both spent a lot of fucking time cleaning these attic windows and hitting them with some kind of smudge-proof spray, apparently. Is there anything? I mean, there's really nothing of note here. Except for the discarded crayons. Are we going to get another Milton drawing? I'm beginning to think that Milton was sort of like the little bathtub kid. I like to do drawings. I'm getting a real Simon kind of vibe from Milton Finch here. Does that say Finch control? It does. Does this do anything? No, we can zoom in on it, but it's just crayons, 3D glasses, a window, and what appears to be an old truck. What are you? Spaceman Spiff car. Okay. Couple more crayons and what appears to be some chalk. So is this then? This is... Aw, man! You gonna make me go to Gregory's room? This kid didn't even... I don't even think he made it to his fucking first birthday, man. This is dark, Edith Finch. Also, Edith is 22 weeks pregnant. This is not the sort of thing she really needs to be getting into right now. This is the kind of thing that could traumatize a soon young-to-be mother. Also, what the hell was wrong with Gregory? That mouth, though. He burst forth from the womb a hungry devourer. Behold the tragedy of man, and its name the devouring worm. This kid. It's like Shai Hulud had a baby. What's going on here? Is this Leto Atreides II showing us that he was going to grow up and ultimately become the spice worm? Look at the maw on that kid. A normal human jaw just doesn't do that. I don't know what was going on with Gregory, but something. He was really, precocious for his years, though. Look at this. Kid could spell his own name and never even made it to his first birthday. Just think what he could accomplish with a giant hungering maw like that and a equal hunger for knowledge. Kid could have been the next really overweight Einstein.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus. You can't imagine your mom writing a poem for her dead brother who died also at the age of... Why does this game... I was going to say 11, but that's actually not right. This kid lived to 13. Sweet mohawk, though. He died while flying a kite. Okay. Why did they make him share a room with... What the fuck was wrong with Grandma Edie, man? Every time one of these kids died, she made them live in a room that was a shrine into their dead siblings. What the hell was wrong with her? This is not normal behavior. No wonder your kids grew up all fucked up and warped. You did this to them. Raise the flag at 7:30 a.m. Breakfast at 8 a.m. Quiet time at 11 p.m. These kids got to stay up until 11 p.m.? No wonder they got into so much trouble. This is not a healthy sleep schedule for a youth. You can't let a baby get up at 7:30 a.m., send him outside to raise the flag, feed him breakfast, and then let him just be on his own until 11 o'clock at night. Don has to sweep and do trash. Gus has to mop and mow the yard. See, Greg didn't even have any assigned tasks. They were just like, hey, let him do whatever he wants until 11. All it's on his schedule today is just be a baby. Not only was he abundant amount of free time and no adult supervision at all, he was also a super slacker. It's almost a good thing he died. There's no way this kid was going to turn out okay. Routine, jump rope, jumping jacks, push-ups, 100 crunches, 100 push-ups, 150 jumping jacks, and jump rope 100 times, then run to the mailbox and back. Well, at least they had a good athletic routine. It seems kind of unfair to ask an infant to jump rope, do 150 jumping jacks, drop 100 push-ups, hit 100 crunches, and then run to the mailbox and back. The kid probably couldn't even walk, and babies' abdominal muscles really don't seem like they'd be strong enough to pull off 100 crunches. An infant who's not even a year old yet's going to be likely to be able to stand up straight. His head is like a third of his own body weight. How's he supposed to counterbalance that, huh? This Gregory kid was like either some kind of godless abomination with superhuman strength and a giant devouring maw ready to swallow the world entire, or he was some kind of superhuman champion who'd be like, yeah, I was doing 100 crunches a day when I was 1 year old. I know you're saying, but wasn't your head like a third of your body weight? Yeah, I'm just that strong. Well, let's see how Gregory died. This appears to be a divorce contract between Kay and Sam. They're getting divorced. A lawsuit has been filed against you. You have 20 calendar days after the summons is served on you to file a written response to the attached complaint petition with the clerk of the court located where it's located, Friday Harbor, Washington. The phone call will not protect you. Your written response, including the case number given above and the names of the parties, must be filed if you want the court to hear your side of the case. If you do not file your response... Excuse me, Edie. I was reading that, Edith. Thank you. Lose the case, and your wages, money, and property may be taken thereafter without further warning from the court. There are other legal requirements. You want to call an attorney right away if you don't know an attorney. Okay, so this is just a summons. Family law, rules of procedure. Okay, so Sam and Kay were getting divorced. Why?
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone?
And his mouth would split wide open like if someone had cracked open the earth itself, and you could see straight into the slavering mouth of hell. I already hate this. My creepy baby hand is fucking terrifying.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Apparently he heard things the rest of us don't either, because the music's real weird. Oh, I've loosed the frog. Well, I guess there's nothing to do now but crank open my maw and swallow the world entire. All right, well.
Time's over, Gregory. It's time to...
Don't answer the phone and leave your baby unattended in the bathtub. You're a terrible mother. Yeah, hello indeed.
I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Why are there bubbles full of ducks? Well, he was hallucinating badly. I'm guessing if the drown... Whoa, that duck is moving on its own. We can't move. Oh, I can move the frog.
You reminded me so much of Calvin.
So, not only was he a baby, he was a drunken baby? Can I fight this shit? My 1-year-old was lost in his imagination. You know what? I think you're projecting, Sam. This infant really wasn't doing any of these things. I mean, the dance of the hours and the delightful frog. I mean, this is... Okay. Did we just drown already? Oh, sweet. I'm getting some sweet action out of this toad, though. Check it out. It's Mr. Toad's Wild Ride! This toad gets all the action. Also, if you don't think that in the little place where the toad from Toadville and the Wind in the Willows or whatever, where Mr. Toad lived, if you don't think Mr. Toad was the Mac Daddy of that setting and was pulling more ass than you could shake a toad stick at, you are damn wrong. Mr. Toad was giving all the lovely ladies rides on his toadstool. Right now, somebody's like, Pete, toads don't... I don't even think they have penises. I think they just ejaculate onto a wad of eggs. Don't ruin my golden dream that Mr. Toad was a Mac Daddy. Don't take that away from me, please. Okay, well, this has sort of lost its creaminess. Could something happen here? I'm tired of watching this toad surf around. Can I pull the plug with the toad? Hey, Toad, you want to help me out, help a brother out here, and maybe grab that plug and empty the bathtub so I don't have to die? I mean, seriously, Mr. Toad, come on, help a brother out. I don't have to die because I have a negligent mother. Or do I? I guess I do. Wait, can I come back into the baby's hands? No. Nope. I guess we'll just wait till the end of the song then. Get him, baby. Just grab him. He's right there, man. Get him. Get him. Come on. Toad, help him out. Crawl up his leg. Come on. You can do it, Toad. Crawl up his leg. You got this. Nope. All right. You know what, Toad? You're kind of a disappointment. Maybe we can do something with this ball. What if we put the ball into the middle of the ducks? Will the ducks push the ball around the circle? Nope. Ducks seem to be pretty immune to being fucked with. Like, they're just gonna do their thing, and that's it. Oh shit, the music is looping. So I'm supposed to be doing something. Oh!
It was he saw.
The toad could jump!
It sure made him happy.
Okay, now we're on. Oh, sweet, this toad's got wicked action. The toad can dive. Pull the plug, Toad. Help a brother out. Come on, man. We got this. Together we can survive, dude. I've turned the whale over. Whee! I gotta ride the whale, though, right? It's like Fishy Joe's. Fishy Joe's, reminding you. Ride the walrus. Although in this case, the walrus looks suspiciously like a whale. Oh, I did it. I am the world's greatest baby. This tub is getting very crowded with toys. These guys are following the toad around. Toad's got a posse, yo! Check him out! Okay, we gotta get rid of all these letters, too. We got jumping powers. Go get him, Toad. Bring him down. Hell yeah! Mr. Toad's tearing up this town! This is truly Mr. Toad's wild ride right here. Forget what you've heard or seen in Disneyland. This is the wild ride. Jump in his mouth. Oh, come on, man. Help a brother out, Toad. Nope, he's not having it. This is actually surprisingly fun. Woo! Get them all, Toad. Pokemon those letters, dog. I mean, you're not a dog, you're a toad. You're an amphibian. Hell yeah, we actually got an achievement for that. Spelling Gregory's name. Okay, there's more stuff we gotta get. On top of the whale. Nope. Come on, Toad. You can do this, brother. Get up on top of that whale. Mount that whale! We gotta land it. We're supposed to stick the land. Mr. Toad has done it! Backflip! Oh, did you see the toad flip? Hot toad on toad action. Look at the action we're getting out of this toad. You got this, Toad. All right.
I know how
He did it!
sounds.
Celebratory toad flip. Shit, yeah, celebratory toad flip.
Being too happy.
If you were worried about a baby being too happy, yeah, you're right. That does sound weird. You got something wrong with you.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could.
Hey, Mom, you just shit on my dream right there. I was really having a pretty awesome time playing with Mr. Toad.
Damn it.
If you hadn't called that night, you know what? Really, I think what you should do is blame your wife instead of yourself and your unborn infant son. Your wife is the one who left the toddler unattended in the tub here. I don't know if you could pin that on you. Mr. Toad wants us to turn the water back on. I mean, I know what you want, Mr. Toad. Don't look at me with that accusing glare, Toad. I can see you with your black, dead, soulless eyes, gazing into mine. You're sitting down there. I can hear you inside my head, Mr. Toad. Gregory. What? What is it, Mr. Toad? Gregory. Or actually, you know what? Sorry, I gotta do like a Toad voice. Gregory. Like, what, Mr. Toad? Why are you looking at me like that? Gregory. Yeah, I mean, I heard you the first time, Mr. Toad. What do you want? You gotta get the water on, son. I'm a toad. Come on. I'm amphibian here. My skin's drying out, Gregory. I'm gonna croak if you don't help me out. I don't know, Mr. Toad. I mean, Mom seemed pretty adamant that bath time was over. I think maybe you're giving me some questionable advice. Don't question me, Gregory. Gregory, just do what you're told. All right. You're quivering in anticipation, Mr. Toad. What is it that your black, dead, soulless eyes are gazing into mine as you quiver with anticipation? Why do I feel as though my doom is imminent and that you, Mr. Toad, are trying to lure me to it? You're a bad influence, Toad.
I wish you could.
Stuck that jump, though. Oh, well, we're definitely going to drown. Hey, Mr. Toad, you may be able to shut the water off, buddy? Maybe. Oh, don't sit up there and mock me with your cold, dead gaze, Mr. Toad. No! That toad bastard. Yeah, well, you know what it is now? All I want now is fucking revenge on that goddamn toad. Where you at, Mr. Toad? I'm gonna fucking hunt you down. Oh, I will have my vengeance on this toadly son of a
I know
bitch.
what happened wasn't your fault.
Maybe we get the drain plug before Mr. Toad kills us. Okay, we got it. Or did we?
I'm sure he's happy.
Yeah, gloriously happy. I'm just swimming into the light of the great beyond.
Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
So who was the plaintiff here? Hold on, I want to see if Kay filed on Sam or if Sam filed on Kay. Well, I guess we'll never get a no now. So, Gregory drowned in the bath. Oh, God, Gregory ate Mr. Toad's wife. Suddenly, that whole little happy episode in the tub, the darkness of the end phase there was explained. Mr. Toad drowned Gregory on purpose. It was a fucking revenge play. The whole thing was a revenge play. Gregory swallowed his wife, and Mr. Toad came back to get his goddamn amphibian revenge. Oh, it's a tale of terror. That's fucking Shakespearean, though. You ate my wife. Now I will have my revenge. Oh, toy tub. Wait. Oh, tub toy. Cursed tub toy. How dare you bring me low? I got like an Iago and his handkerchief kind of thing going here. Well, that's what happens when you swallow a man's wife, Gregory. Better think twice about that shit in the future. Oh, wait, you don't have a future. You're dead. I'm telling you, man. He ate Mr. Toad's wife, and Mr. Toad would not be stopped until he got his revenge. I thought Toad was a magnificent son of a bitch. I thought he was the ultimate evil bastard, but it turns out he was just a devoted husband who was driven over the edge by Gregory's savagery. You should have known better, Gregory, than to mess with a man's wife, even if that man is a toad. Many toads are poisonous, you know. What if she was a cane toad? You're lucky she wasn't, because then you would have died when you swallowed her whole. Cane toads will take you out. They got some bitter toxins. Just ask every native species to Australia. Well, like Gregory and Mr. Toad's wife, I'm thinking this episode is equally dead. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, support really does mean a lot. And hey, if you'd like to see whatever dark, probably self-inflicted fate awaits good old Gus over here, might consider subscribing next episode. On the plus side, at least one thing in this world managed to escape Gregory's horrid devouring maw. I'm sure Gus probably just ran off of a cliff while flying his kite, so this one may be slightly less interesting, but if you want to see that, might consider subscribing. Right now, though, thanks very much for watching. I mean, this tale writes itself, though. Okay, quick end bit. Here's my bet. Gus was wearing his headphones, jamming out to, in 1982, probably some Duran Duran. Headphones up too high, too focused on his kite, runs off of a cliff and drops to his death, or alternatively, runs into traffic and gets run over by an 18-wheeler. Those are my two predictions. Will I be correct? Find out next time. Right now, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. So will Mr. Toad. He's lurking out there, waiting, and he will have his revenge.